Good afternoon. I'm Maricel Halili. This is One News Now. The United States advises its citizens to reconsider travel to the Philippines due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention has issued a Level 3 travel health notice for the Philippines due to the pandemic. Meanwhile, the U.S. has also issued a Level 4 or Do Not Travel advisory over some parts of the country, particularly Sulu, Marawi, and some other areas in Mindanao. The State Department said the Level 4 advisory was issued due to crime, terrorism, civil unrest, and kidnapping in these areas. The municipality of Pateros has now required wearing of face shields in public places. To give us more details, we have News 5's Camille Samonte reporting live from Pateros. Camille, how's the demand for face shields in Pateros now?
Maricel, the demand for face shields are now in high demand after Pateros required residents to wear face shields in public establishments. The mandatory wearing of face shield is now part of the municipality's minimum health protocols on top of wearing face masks and observing physical distancing. The new municipal ordinance signed by Mayor Miguel Ponce III says that residents found non-compliant will have to pay a 2,000 peso fine. The new requirement was intended to further reduce in public areas. Even those from outside the municipality are also required to wear face shields before they can enter Pateros. This includes delivery courier services and tricycle drivers. The LGU also put up a portable faucet where they can wash their hands. Some residents are in favor of the new ordinance, but a vendor said it is now difficult to get supplies of face shields.
Lahat pakikipagtulungan sila po sa kalagayan po natin ngayon.
Para maiwasan yung pagkalat ng maproteksyonan yung mga sarili natin from COVID. Okay naman siya.
Marami mga bumili pero mahirap makakuha kami ng stock dahil nagtaasan na po sila, kakaubusan na po. Kahit saan pong supplier mapuntahan po namin.
Maricel, the new ordinance is already being implemented, but according to authorities, they have not found any violators so far. Maricel?
Yes, Camille, you mentioned earlier that violators will have to pay 2,000 pesos for not wearing face shields. But does it mean that the authorities will not give any warning? Even for first offenders, they have to pay 2,000 pesos automatically?
Yes, Maricel, according to the authorities that we've spoken to earlier, they are very strict in implementing this ordinance. In fact, the ordinance was already announced last week, so they expect that already bought their face shields. And even earlier today in the market, when we are going around, some residents are already stocking up face shields. Maricel?
But will the local government of Pateros give assistance to their residents in terms of acquiring face shields, considering that, well, we're still in MECQ, so obviously some of the residents are still having difficulties in looking for stable jobs and income?
Yes, Maricel, we haven't got any information regarding on the assistance, no, in terms of providing free face shields. But some residents are very creative. For those who cannot afford in buying face shields, they can come. The authorities suggest that they can come up with other means so that they can protect themselves, because it's really important that aside from face masks, they have to cover their eyes and their nose and their mouth. So it's very the authorities are very strict in implementing this ordinance. Maricel?
All right, thank you. That was Camille Samonte reporting live from Pateros. Here are other stories we're keeping our eyes on. The Foreign Affairs Department reports 11 more Filipinos injured in Lebanon following the Beirut blast. This brings the total number of injured OFWs to 42. St. Luke's Medical Center in Taguig and Quezon City announced that they have reached full capacity of allotted beds for COVID-19 patients. And presidential spokesperson Harry Roque says the recent SWS survey, which showed that 5 out of 10 Filipinos believe that it is dangerous to print or broadcast criticisms against the government, is influenced by the congressional hearings on ABS-CBN's franchise renewal. Roque says the Duterte administration continues to respect freedom of speech and freedom of the press in the country. For more updates, follow News 5, the Philippine Star, and Business World Online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Maricel Halili. We are One News.